Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Friends, Facts, and Fiction. As always, this podcast is made possible by our local convenience stores, the misappropriation of history, and you. And now to your hosts, Justin Hammonds, Brant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut.
What's up? What's happening, world? We're back again with another Tweener. Tweener number 2 between season 4 and 5, in between episodes. Tweener number 2. And we're back talking about some walking and some sleep, or some sleep and some walking. You will find out. I'm Justin Hammonds. I'm looking at my boy Drew Shellnut.
Hello.
And my boy Grant Bramlett.
Yeah, hello.
And again, we have Lee Bramlett on for this Tweener.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, these are fast and loose, man. We're just pounding them out real quick, like literally right back to back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
you're getting this. We're recording this a week before it's released. The first one, Al Capone, was recorded that week. This one was recorded the same week, basically.
about 5 minutes apart. So, you know.
But yeah,
in the same mindset. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, we're back in there, and today we're going to talk about sleepwalking and what entails in that dark story of sleepwalking.
Yeah, it'll freak you out a little bit.
But anyway, how's everybody doing? Everybody good? Yeah?
I'm all right. I stubbed my toe on the way to get this whiskey drink.
Did you? Oh.
Did you? Oh, sorry.
I don't even know what to think.
No.
You're
Why do you not have shoes on, you kitty? Nobody wants to smell your fucking feet. It's a professional podcast, asshole.
Yeah, straight up.
Not the fucking romper room.
You know what's crazy? I actually, my feet themselves don't smell that bad, right? Like if I take a shower in the morning and I don't wear shoes all day,
okay,
they're fine.
All right.
Honestly.
This took a turn.
But I'm at the point in my life where my shoes make my smell bad.
Make your stink feel bad?
Stink feel bad, right?
No, it makes your stink feel feet.
Make your feet stink bad? Turn up.
Yes.
Nice.
But really, though, like it is one of the. I have like 3 or 4 pairs of shoes that I can wear all day long, and it's not going to destroy my feet.
Yeah.
But it definitely makes them smell bad.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to ditch the shoes.
Yeah.
You should get some more ventilation in your shoe purchases.
Well, I need shoes that protect my feet.
It's called.
They have ventilated shoes that protect your feet.
I mean, sometimes.
Have you tried some Febreze or maybe some?
I don't like the way Febreze smells.
What was it?
No.
What's
Just sprinkle some potpourri in them bitches every night, bro.
aerate
that.
Foot doctors. What's the
Dr. Schultz?
Thank
Dr.
you.
Scholl's, bro?
Foot powder. Throw some foot powder in that bitch.
I'll say they have Senate ones, don't they?
Yeah.
If
I'm pretty sure they
we
do.
just have an idea.
I've got
Let's
these little
see,
these little deodorant balls that you can adjust the amount of powder that they release.
That's
You throw
true.
one in each shoe and just kind of roll them around a little bit.
Like that.
Bangy bang.
Set them overnight. Except for I can't do it now because my female cat takes them out. And I'll
you
find one like under the refrigerator. It's like,
Oh, Tina.
There we go. Oh, Tina.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
stinky teens.
Nice time. That was a nice time.
Now that I'm homeless, I definitely have a pair of shoes, tennis shoes that are my working tennis shoes, like lawn work, whatever. And the only ones I could find and put them on. I'm like, the fuck is that smell?
It's those shoes, man.
Damn it.
It's not necessarily your feet. I mean, it's accumulated.
Yeah,
it's your
it's
foot
your
stink
definitely
foot
over a
accumulation.
long time. You know what I mean?
Sweat absorption.
Well, yeah, the human body puts off a half a cup per foot of sweat a day.
Well, my Nikes definitely.
That's just on
absorbed
facts.
it.
That's just on average of. That's like an office worker.
Yeah, that's average.
Yeah.
That's not somebody hella active out
that's
here in the
nasty.
streets. You feel me?
That's nasty.
That
I put
nasty.
out more.
My
I
Nikes
know I do.
definitely absorbed it all.
That's why I have multiple pairs of Vans, so I just go in between. Never double up. Never 2 days in a row.
I try my best
Switch
to
it
do
up.
that
I switch it
when
up.
I'm bartending.
I've also found leather
But
shoes don't do that. So
Yeah.
props to all the dress shoes I have to wear for work. 'Cause they don't absorb shit.
There you go.
They don't. They really don't.
yeah.
Bang, bang. Hot facts out here, man. We're full of hot facts. And now you can protect your feet. Also, don't forget to protect your neck. Shouts out to Wu-Tang. But, yeah, man, before we get into these hot facts, get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Take a little sip. And I'm going to take me a little sip real quick. There you go. Ooh, get right.
Get comfortable.
About to get in these hot facts, man. Go and chill back. Get up in there.
Yeah.
Get loose. Damn.
Anyway,
You guys ready?
so I'm gonna
Let's go.
yeah, I'm just gonna do that the rest of the episode. No, so I'm gonna jump into a pretty interesting tidbit of stuff here. I don't know. I'm sure everybody out there listening has a sleepwalker, if you're not one yourself, that you know in your life. Me, myself, I happen to be a sleepwalker. It didn't kick in until, oddly enough, when I went over to a dude's house in 5th grade and he was a sleepwalker. And I picked it up at his house. I stayed there 3 nights. The 3rd night I slept walking, and I did it from then on. Never done it a day before. in my life.
Really?
This is acquired a gang
I
member,
picked
bro.
up the demon of sleepwalking.
Hey, sleepwalking's a gang, then, bro.
That's interesting.
He's got a gang member, cuz. 3 days. 3 days
3
is
days.
initiation.
3 days.
Literally woke up the 3rd night, so it was this guy's a bedroom that was attached to the kitchen, and he lived with his grandparents. And then there was a door to the garage on the kitchen. So I walked out of the bedroom, opened up the door to the garage, and just started pissing.
That's real.
Luckily, it was
I've done that before.
it was into a garbage
College,
can.
right?
Yeah, I was very drunk.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Bro, funny story about
Definitely pissed in a garbage can.
one instance I had was it was Sleepwalker. We all remember Pat, or stories about Pat.
Of course. He broke records.
Yeah. Dude blew a .41 in Tuscaloosa.
Shay, what?
yeah.
Got his stomach pumped.
I was about to say,
Came
I
back.
hope he went and
no.
got it pumped.
It came back to
And
the
kept
dorm
drinking.
hall.
What?
Came back to the dorm hall of Patey Hall, which we removed the Y off Patey Hall, made it Pat Hall. Came back, he was still fucked up. 6 to 8 months later, he went back to Maryland, blew like a .41. This dude is a fucking champ.
4-1? How did he not
This dude's
die?
a champ. I have no
Right.
idea
Right.
how his body is built.
2
That's what I'm saying.
is alcohol poisoning
Yeah.
and death.
Bro. He was litty, though. I don't know how Pat did Pat, but shouts out to Pat, bro.
I
If
hope
you
that
out
was
there
a
still,
broke. I hope that was a broke machine. Because if
Hopefully.
he actually blew 4, that's
that
y'all
was the
don't-
legend. That was the
Y'all
legend.
don't know. Like no.
That was the legend.
Practice makes perfect.
But anyway, one night, because this is my homie. One night, me and him in college, we ended up meeting these 2 chicks. Whatever, boom, boom. Fast forward to the fucking dorm room, and
Bang, bang.
we out here, yeah, basically bang bang. And after the whole we're all sharing a room. Anyway, we all wake up to in the closet. And these 2 chicks are like, the fuck? Where's Pat? Oh shit. He's in the closet, pissing on the floor. But in the meantime, he put on one of the dresses in the closet. Shit was wild, bro.
That was awesome.
He
So-
had time to think about something.
That is the only time.
frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn.
That's the only time I've experienced sleepwalking in my
No,
life.
that's
But
drunk walking. And
probably drunk sleepwalking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've definitely pissed in a garbage can in a sink drunk. So I'm just gonna say that. And
there it is.
Oh yeah, I've pissed in many sinks drunk, but I wasn't sleepwalking at all. I was just
yeah.
that's a lot closer than that bathroom over there.
No, this motherfucker was like literally go up and shake him, and he's still just like, no,
for
bro,
it. Yeah.
bro, bro. What is that? Oh fuck, man! I was like, yeah, bro, you did this. This is happening. So now you're gonna get dressed, and we're leaving, and we'll never see these girls again. We won't. We will never see these women again in our lives. Thank you. But anyway,
The last time that I remember sleepwalking, because you don't remember sleepwalking unless
Yeah.
someone wakes you up, I was woken up quite abruptly. I was living in Tuscaloosa. This is one of the reasons why Carolyn is afraid of my sleepwalking, other than true crime, which we'll get to later. I was just dead asleep. We had drank a little bit, and we went to sleep. And I remember waking up, but I thought I was still in my dream. So I just something spooked me in real life or whatever, or my body, and so I just stand up and just start bolting out the bedroom door, and then turn, and there's a door that goes down the stairs to the laundry room,
Oh fuck no.
and I just down the stairs.
action hero,
And Carolyn's like, "Ah!" And I'm laid like a fucking pretzel.
Yeah.
fillet.
Luckily, all I did is broke one toe. but I was like bone bruised all over, just like.
Sure.
So she kept that door. She kept that door locked, and I'd be like, "Why is the door locked? There's a laundry room." And she was like, "Because you're gonna kill yourself. Because you're gonna kill yourself.
You might die,
Yeah.
bro.
But fast forward to what my main deal is like. What I'll do is where we noticed it was becoming a little bit of a problem is food in the refrigerator. Like we found, or things that were supposed to be in the refrigerator that weren't in the refrigerator, like milk in the pantry with the lid in the refrigerator, or like, hey, this is my sandwich that I'm having for lunch tomorrow, and come in and there's like a bite left of the sandwich, like literally like
Just like
the corner of the bad part of bread.
I'll save this for later.
And or it'd be like, oh, I'm making this for this like holiday party to take to your parents' house or whatever, and like tray of sausage balls and like go in there, and she's like, "Where's the sausage balls?" And I'm like, "What?" I don't know, but I got heartburn like a motherfucker.
So this is where the stomach problems came from. Okay, this is where the shit got real.
There's like a 20 by 10 pan left.
What happened? The fucking cats. They were in the refrigerator, Drew. I know, it's fucking impressive, right?
Yeah, right. I'm not mad. I'm impressed.
But yeah, and now, this is not a new thing, but my wife watches true crime as if it was going out of style.
I do that as well.
I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but
I do it in like, oh, I hadn't heard this story yet. Not just like every fucking story, but like massive, like big stories.
Oh, no. It's like binge watch. Like you see something on Netflix that just came out, and you're like, oh, we're watching all of this right now.
Like, boom.
Yeah.
6 hours. Let's go.
But now she's afraid that I'm going to kill her in my sleep.
That's real.
And this is why. And here are 12 sleepwalkers who murdered people in their sleep.
Ooh.
UK man murders father while sleepwalking, is acquitted. Jules Lowe of Manchester, UK made legal history in March 2005 when he was acquitted on murder charges due to a diagnosis with insane automatism. That's an interesting...
That's a phrasing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Insane automatism. That's me. I'm an insane automatist, bitch. But anyway, what do you do for a living?
That's soundbiteable, bro.
Automatism.
Glow up.
But Lowe killed his 82-year-old father while sleepwalking, and numerous tests determined this violent episode did not spring from any substance abuse. Lowe had problems with alcohol, but he never had been violent while sleepwalking before. He was placed in a psychiatric institution, followed by his acquittal.
Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of the situations, like the whole sleep. I still don't, because I've watched the exact same shit that she's watched because I live with her. And
You don't say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of weird to me because some of it's like, oh, I could see how, but I could also see how, like, if you're put in front of a jury of peers, most people are going to be like, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
you know?
I was sleepwalking, bro.
But
yeah, that's what happened. I was sleepwalking.
Yeah, but I mean,
And also,
you can-
anybody can pretend they're fucking sleepwalking if they put cameras up and shit. It's like, okay.
Well,
I need
it's
to
not
get
even
it
just
back.
that. It's like the guy has a history of it, but he's never been violent, and then all of a sudden he kills his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sleepwalking, bro. Don't worry about it.
Well, now we know how to get away with things.
How are you in this bank vault? I
You
was
get away with
sleepwalking.
things.
Hey, don't tell everybody right now.
Why do you have a safe in your room from this restaurant? I was sleepwalking, bro.
sleepwalking,
Shit be
bro.
happening. I drove and everything. It was crazy.
And you know that jewelry store like 20 bucks down the road that's like broken into, and now you got all this bling. Like what? Sleepwalking, bro.
Sleepwalking, bro. Want some bling? Want some bling? I won't tell.
I won't tell.
So the next guy, on October 27th, 1845, Albert Tyrrell walked into a Boston, Massachusetts brothel to see his honey, a sex worker named Maria Ann Bickford, ostensibly in a jealous rage over Bickford having just taken a customer. Tyrrell cut the woman's throat and set fire to 3 rooms in the establishment.
I definitely call
Damn.
bullshit.
Yep. 1 year later,
sleepwalking?
Tyrrell was a free man as the jury in his trial reached a not guilty verdict. His defense lawyer successfully argued that Tyrrell was a chronic sleepwalker and he had committed his horrendous crime during just such an episode.
Bro, turn up to the lawyers, bro.
I
Out here thugging, bro.
definitely call bullshit on that.
The glove did not fit.
No, you had to acquit.
Had to
know.
quit. Yeah, but if I would have done it, no, this is how. Never mind.
Dude, was that lawyer the
Johnny Crocker of his time.
Yeah,
Johnny
thank
Cochran?
you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Came up with, what was it on South Park? They said the Chewbacca defense.
Yeah, Chewbacca's defense. Yeah, it's like I'll say ancestor to it does not fit, so you must acquit.
So, I mean, hey, you never know.
So the case of Kenneth Parks is quite famous because it's reported to be one of the most thoroughly genuine cases of homicidal sleepwalking in the books. In May of 1987, hey, that's a nice bummer, Parks drove a little over 14 miles to his in-laws' house, stabbed his mother-in-law to death, nearly bludgeoned his father-in-law to death, and stopped short of killing his teenage sister-in-law, all while sound asleep. After doing so, and coming to his senses, Parks drove to the police station and, in high distress, confessed to the crimes. He was eventually acquitted, however, because numerous tests and psychological profiles revealed that Parks had suffered dissociative analgesia following the murders due to his chronic problems with insomnia and anxiety, not to mention the stress of serious gambling debts.
Oh, insurance fraud,
Yeah.
murder. To me, that's what it sounds. Yeah, I mean, bro,
I would.
driving 14 miles while asleep, bro.
I
That's
question
a
it.
lot.
I
That's a
question
lot.
it, but the fact that he, like, as Drew put it, came to his senses.
Yeah, right?
And then drove to the police station immediately to confess to the horrible crimes, obviously in distress, I'm guessing.
On the tip of it, like, oh, okay, yeah.
Kinda-
Well, you turned yourself in, so I mean,
Right.
you know,
Right.
at least you came to your senses. But at the same time, it's like,
Well, no.
Could
He
be
came
all
to
the
his
play.
senses, quit, and then immediately drove to the police station
Yeah.
to confess. I 50-50 on that one.
yeah, I don't know.
On real or bullshit.
So, speaking of that, seems like that the sleepwalking defense is all you need to get away with murder, right? Such was the case with Sergeant Willis Bowshears, a soldier from America stationed in England. On January 1st, 1961, Bowshears strangled Gene Constable in his apartment. He claimed to have woken up just after the murder and realized what he had done. He disposed of her body in an isolated area, but he was eventually caught and arrested. Again, the whole guilty mind thing. Why are you disposing of a body if you...
If you just were sleeping, bro, just say you sleeping.
Yeah. And he said that on the basis he claimed to be asleep, the UK court let him off the hook. So, yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Right. This next one is the one that is
I think
on...
those powder wigs are a little too tight.
Right. This one, I can't remember the name of the... Because, like I said, I've been watching 500 true crime things a week. I can't remember them. And they're all called, like, Murder in the Dark or Last Key or Ha Ha Ha, She Killed
Hey,
You. or
bad
something.
roommate actually slaps.
Yeah.
Netflix. It's a good one.
This
Oh,
one
The
you can
Worst Roommate?
find...
Some shit. Anyway.
Worst roommate.
It's on Hulu. I can't remember, but it's about a guy named Scott Falater. This is in Phoenix, Arizona. His defense attorney claimed sleepwalking was the true culprit of Yarmila Falter's murder, which is his. In January 1997, Falater stabbed his wife 44 times with a hunting knife, quieted his dog, and then quieted his dog.
Quieted his dog.
And then methodically concealed the evidence. Though he did not deny killing her, he did claim he was sound asleep while committing the crime, and thus he could not be accountable for his actions.
That's a tough one to get past.
And he got away with it?
4 times with the hunting knife.
Also, the light way of saying it, quieting the dog.
Yeah, he choked that
Bruh.
dog out. He choked that dog
Bruh.
out.
Probably.
Bro.
Well, I mean, and that was like the prosecution also argued that the marriage was not all wine and roses, as he claimed. It was theorized that she was considered that she had considered leaving her husband because she didn't want to share his passion for the Mormon faith. Yeah, and his desire to have more children. When her body,
The plot thickens.
add that Mormon word in there. When her body was discovered, the prosecution stated that she was not wearing her wedding ring.
She wasn't cool with them sister wives.
Now, despite attempting to establish his history of sleepwalking, which was spotty at best, the jury still found him guilty on all charges.
Good.
Nice.
Fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
and that's the first one thus far.
We got one in the books.
Hey,
One W.
yeah. Antonio Nieto of Malaga, Spain, murdered his wife and mother-in-law with an axe and injured his daughter before disarmed by his son, who was also injured in the process. Nieto's children told the police he called them by name during the attack and advised them not to turn on the lights because their mother was sleeping.
She forever.
Forever, yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say she sleep. She real sleep. The big sleep.
However, he tells a different story, one that alleges he was sleeping at the time of the killings and that he was dreaming about defending himself against a pack of aggressive ostriches.
I mean,
Sweet.
we don't fuck with dinosaur birds. We don't fuck with dinosaur birds.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of fair, actually.
You actually had that experience.
The only thing that they did, they acquitted him of it and told him he had to stay 500 meters away from his kids. That's all they did.
fucking
That is so fucked. What?
Damn.
So
There's the great ostrich
I
wars
was about
there.
to say the emu wars. Yeah, the ostrich
Nice,
wars in this
nice.
case.
Nice. Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
good.
And maybe he had flashbacks to the emu war.
Yeah, he might have had them flashbacks.
Genetic code was involved. Who knows?
So Brian
That's fucking
Thomas woke up to discover he had killed his wife of over 40 years while they were on holiday in July of 2008. He reported holiday. He reported having a dream in which an intruder broke into the couple's camper and Thomas attacked him. But upon waking up, he had in fact strangled his wife.
That's a.
Let's get isolated real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah,
So they said that he was visibly distraught.
that sounds like to me.
And family members, including the couple's daughter, testified that Thomas had long-standing issues with sleepwalking, and during episodes, he could act rather strangely. It was also reported that Thomas normally took medication for depression, but he had stopped just before the vacation because of its impotence. Side effects.
That kind of vacation.
He wanted to not
Bang,
be
bang.
vacating them.
Side
canals.
effects for ceasing this medication include vivid, realistic nightmares. And so, yeah, but the court ultimately decided to drop all charges, given the evidence supporting Thomas's automatism at the time. Yep.
That's
There's a lot of
really what they
variables.
call it, is
Automatism.
automatism.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can think of 1,000 better phrases than that. It sounds like you're a robot.
Yeah. Automatism. Math, kill.
Automatism,
Yeah.
kill. Yeah,
So-
like it's like I think of 1,000 different phrases.
We're moving to Kentucky for this next one. So not much information is known about this case in 1879, in which a man named Fane fell asleep in a Kentucky hotel lobby. When a porter attempted to rouse the man, Fane drew a pistol and shot the hotel employee 3 times.
Shit.
As the porter fell to the ground, Fane writhed with glee, repeatedly shouting, "Howie!" He then took to the front desk and confessed to his crime, apparently demonstrating deep remorse at the time. Fane was initially convicted of manslaughter, but the decision was later reversed on an appeal when information about Fane's chronic sonambulism came to light. Yeah.
Sleepwalking.
Ooh-wee. Is it what he fucking...
Howie!
Ooh-wee.
That's that Rick and Morty
Yeah,
shit.
It's Rick and
bro.
Morty, yeah.
Fucking poopy butthole over
Yeah,
here.
Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Things are getting a little weird.
I will say, the comedian Mike Birbiglia, he has like very severe sleepwalking to the point where he has like his own little like
Oh, yeah.
sleeping bag
That his wife
like,
made him.
locks
Or
him
no,
into
that he had a
place.
special thing made.
Oh,
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of them chain themselves to their bed. Like they have locks and they
Yeah.
have.
He had a dream that his hotel room was on fire because as a comedian he travels a lot, and he jumped out of the window of his hotel room.
Please tell
and
me
it-
he was on the second or third floor.
It was luckily on the first floor.
Oh, thank God.
But he ran back into the lobby, like just in underwear, and cut the fuck up,
That's like glass everywhere.
screaming about there was a fire or whatever. And they like woke him up. It was like, what happened? Where am I? Kind of a thing, you know?
What the fuck's going on? Why does my torso hurt so bad?
Yeah. So, I mean,
why is my dick out? Like, what's going on?
yeah.
That's fucking wild.
I'm not
man.
defending any of these people, but like,
It's possible to do a
severe
lot of wild
sleepwalking
shit.
is a
Oh,
real
yeah.
thing.
Well, I mean, like, I'm not a sleepwalker, but I am very much like Grant.
You're a
will
sleep
tell you,
talker.
I'm a sleep talker, and
He's
I
a sleep talker.
I will sit up a lot of times in
But-
bed, like
yeah.
like I'm I don't physically move out of the bed, but I will sit up and like have conversations. It's all gibberish and bullshit, but it's like I will do it.
When he and I were
real.
kids,
That's real.
our parents went through a divorce, and my dad was briefly staying with his mother. And when he would pick us up for weekend visits, I think it was more for our dad than anything. But we would all sleep in the same little room.
I think it was more for our dad.
We had basically it was his little bed, little single, and then literally an army cot for me.
Well, I mean,
but it had like a goose down,
very nice mattress.
That was dope. I fucking love that mattress.
Dude, you
honestly. It was good. It was a good little mattress. And then Lee had a little.
I don't even.
It's like a day bed.
Yeah, I don't even know what to call that thing. It wasn't a day bed, but it was like
it was kind of for sitting, but
it was kind of like a.
I don't know. It was weird.
What? All right. So what are those? It's a piece of furniture. I think the French really utilize it more. It's like a sitting lounge chair.
My mom used to have one of those.
No arms.
Yeah,
nothing
I know what
like
you're talking
that. But
about.
it's like it kind of lifts up towards an end. I don't know what the hell to
Kind
call
of
it.
like ornate a little bit around
Yeah.
the edges.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking about.
It's really close to a chaise lounge. But
It's
it wasn't
really close to a
chaise
chaise lounge,
Yeah.
but it's not a chaise lounge. That's
Either
what I
way.
slept on.
Yeah, so it was all of us in this little like add-on room, like
Yeah.
bed, and he would wake me up on
All
a
the
regular
fucking
basis talking just bullshit. You know what I mean? I mean, some of my favorites were like,
Oh,
he got so upset one night.
yeah. Yeah, I know where this one
It was like gibberish, but I could tell like the anxiety, tension, sadness, even and definitely a little bit of anger thrown in there, rising.
Just having a
and then
whole
eventually
dialogue.
gets to a point where I'm fully awake now, and then he sits like bolt upright in the little bed and like looks over into the darkness, like towards my way, and is like, "I can't see the blue house," and I was like, "What? What? I can't see the blue house," and I was like, "Lee, shut the fuck, go back to bed." And he just flops back over the bed and sound asleep again. You know what I mean? One of my other favorite ones was
No. The best one, and Mom will still tell this one to this day, is like we were on a beach trip. This is pre-divorce, but we were having to share beds. I did the same thing. So waffles, and then just slap back down.
Hell yeah, bro.
Heather's even said lately, my wife Heather has even said lately, I've been talking in my sleep, and I'm like,
you're stressed out.
I'm stressed the fuck out.
Yeah.
I mean, new
shit
job.
Tell me to shut the fuck up. I mean,
You're trying
I
to
don't
move
know.
houses and everything like that. I mean, it makes total sense, you
No,
know.
for sure.
And your default is to talk, so
Which is ironic. which is ironic because I do it so much for my work. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I've spent my man vocabulary for the day, like, which is like, no, it's like an actual thing. It's like men talk X amount of words a day, typically.
Average.
Women talk an X amount of number of words a day, and it's
a
like
lot larger.
it's a lot
higher,
larger.
yeah.
I didn't want to say it, but you said
Yeah,
it.
it's real.
You said
I
it.
know what you're talking about.
It's
The
like-
study you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like 100,000 and
it's a psychological thing.
It's a
actually,
real
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like I've spent mine. I don't want to fucking talk anymore. Ask him. Like, I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk anymore.
All right, so we got 4 more guys to talk about real quick. Let's bang these babies out. So, in 1925, Texas resident Isom Bradley told his girlfriend Ada Jenkins about his problem with a man named Lawrence Williams before he went to bed. Nervous, tense, and fearful that Williams might attack him in the night, Bradley tucked a gun under his pillow for protection.
Oh shit!
Turn up.
He was roused by a strange noise later that night and began, we'll say, an autonomous state, grabbed his pistol and fired into the room at random. When he better had his facilities, he lit a lamp and discovered he had shot and killed Jenkins. A jury convicted him of murder, but he was later freed after courts considered a very likelihood of somnambulism, which is sleepwalking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's another one of those. Yeah, okay, you were just fucking stressed out, pissed off.
You're on the brink, and your brain just went into like, kill that motherfucker. Let's go.
So, yeah,
I kind of wonder if some of these legit ones actually come down to that fight or flight from stress, other factors.
The fight or flight thing is definitely a very valid, like, because if you wake me up in my sleep with like something abrupt, you're probably going to get hit in the face or something is going to get thrown at you or something.
I'm mean.
I am super mean for
I'm
about
verbally
30
mean.
fucking. Oh yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah. No, Carolyn will not, like, she's done this thing to where for about 3 months, I hate being woken up a few minutes before my alarm goes off. It's just something about it. But she had it set. She would ask me the night before, when did you set your alarm? 8:30 in the morning. Okay, 8:25. What the fuck? You know, like, and
Extra 5 minutes, man. Extra 5 minutes for you, bro.
yeah, which doesn't really, in the grand scheme of things, mean anything, but to me it does.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to fucking sleep. And the other day she came, it was like a month ago. She stopped all of this as of now. This is an improvement that we've made in our marriage.
There you go.
She walked down.
Compromise.
She knew at this point. She finally knew. She was like, "Okay, I can't set my alarm for that. No, he's gonna bite my head off." She comes walking down. And she's getting something out of in our bedroom closet. She's awake before I am, and I'm just laying there asleep or whatever. And I kind of hear her, and I'm like, "Oh, please don't say anything. I'm trying to sleep." She goes, "Drew," and she goes, without skipping a beat, you just go, "No." And she goes, and it was something important too. It was like a bill we had to pay that day. And she was just like, but I was like, "Nope, not messing with that right now.
Not today. Not the moment to do this. Not the moment to do this.
Not today, Jesus." So in 2001, while on vacation on Catalina Island, California, Stephen Reitz murdered his lover, Eva Weinfurtner, who was married to another man at the time.
I'll turn up.
In a most beautiful fashion. Reitz smashed her head with a flower pot, leaving shards in her scalp, dislocated her arm, punctured her with a plastic fork, punctured her wrist, ribs, jaw, facial bones, and skull, and wielding a pocket knife, left 3 gaping stab wounds on the back of her neck.
Jesus.
Ooh. Yeah, he claimed to have no memory of the crime, though he also said that he had brief flashbacks to the murder in which he believed he was being attacked by an intruder.
oh shit.
The jury didn't buy Reitz's sleepwalking claims, however, as the prosecution showed numerous incidences of Reitz's domestic abuse of her, including one instance in which he threatened her with a knife and told her he would gut her like a fish.
Okay, well then, now I will
Don't do that. It's all right.
say, I can say bullshit there.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, that's rage.
Yeah.
That's rage.
And here is
Straight up.
here's one of the first lady that we have. So on August 11th, 1950, Ivy Congdon of Carnegie, Australia, murdered her daughter in a state of sleepwalking. Congdon had a long history of acting out her nightmares in her sleep, as in one instance in which, after learning a local resident was breeding red spiders for sale as pets, dreamt of spiders attacking her daughter, and so went on to brush at her daughter's body to rid the animals. However, after learning that her daughter might become a transport driver in the event of Korea being attacked, Congdon dreamt of Korean soldiers attacking her house. To defend her home, Congdon counteracted the soldiers with an axe, only to discover, to her utter horror, she had killed her own daughter in the process.
With an axe,
shit.
clearly.
With an axe.
Lizzie Borden.
The courts believed her story and set her free.
That is
Shit.
wild.
All right, I get the spider thing. I'd actually just burnt that bitch to the ground.
in it too.
And that's true.
Not a big fan of spiders.
Lee and Justin, both my brothers, love spiders.
Yeah,
Fun
no,
fact.
not at all.
No,
Love
Not
spiders.
at all.
We actually
I
both.
almost lost a leg.
We
to
actually
a fucking
both.
Brahmacus.
Yeah, same here. Forearm. Yeah, I
They
got
just,
the
they just
scar
fist
right up
bumped
there.
across
Yeah.
the table, everybody.
Nope.
No, we share. What would you call that?
And I was cool. Like spiders were like,
love. I already called it. Love of spiders. Yeah. You guys love spiders.
Fuck you.
I was cool with spiders. Kind of like, okay, whatever, do your thing over there. Then brown recluse bit me years ago, and not
Now,
a
you
fan.
know where mine-
Not a fan.
You know where my horror of them came from? We were at my uncle's, South Carolina. Guess what they have in South Carolina that is, they're probably in other parts of the world, but they are bad there. Wolf spiders. Remember that thing in the
Wolf
bathroom?
spiders?
Yeah.
Well,
Dad whacked it with a shoe, and it actually stood the shoe up and was like, fuck
That's
you.
cool.
Not mad
So
about
big.
wolf
There, man.
spiders.
They're
Fuck
strong.
those
They're
things.
big.
I hate
Because wolf
things.
spiders are terrifying and when you see one. But they kill barnacluses.
That's true. They do.
Yeah. So
They're little feelers on their legs. They're kind of cool, man.
they're huge. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's
hate
get out of
you.
that conversation. Let's get it out of there.
Slide up on out of there.
Yeah. So this is the
Slide out of there.
last guy
bitch.
we're going to talk about. Here's another medical term that they've come up with to just say sleepwalking. A rather naughty case of apparent non-REM parasmia.
That I am more.
That's way better.
I am more accepting of that.
That's way better.
Non-REM. I like that.
Automatism.
Yeah.
So this happened in September 2010 in Hillsborough, North Carolina.
Uh-oh.
Joseph Mitchell put a Halloween mask over his face and strangled his 14-year-old son, then attacked his teenage son and daughter. Though they survived the ordeal, the defense argued that Mitchell committed this crime while sleeping and that financial stress may have contributed to the financial episode.
Yeah.
The prosecution argued that Mitchell was a serial liar and that his crimes were premeditated.
Wow.
The jury sided with the defense and found Mitchell not guilty. Many expressed the opinion that they did not actually believe Mitchell was sleepwalking, but they had no choice but to acquit based on prosecution's lack of concrete evidence otherwise.
That's crazy pants.
I mean, props to
Something.
the jury if they don't have the evidence.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, that's the way this is set up.
Yeah.
If you don't have it, you don't have it.
Yeah, that is true.
I also
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
wanting to strangle your son because I want to strangle. I want to strangle my 3-year-old terrorist. I want to strangle my 3-year-old terrorist right now.
Sure.
Grant's met him. Justin's met him. And he's a little
he's
terrorist.
wild.
He's
He's
wild.
wild.
He's a little bit
He's
much.
smart, man.
Yeah, he's yeah.
He's a sweetheart.
He'll
and
push
then
it to the
he's
limit.
not.
He'll push it to the limit.
Pushing it. He
But
really pushing it.
that's fucking wild, man. There's also a case I just heard about recently through watching sleepwalking documentaries or sleepwalking true crime documentaries about a sleepwalker that's still on trial right now. I think in the year 2022, it's like a big trial. I forget the names and locations and all that shit because true crime is everywhere. Because we've always loved true crime, like. The gallows, like, has always been a thing in history of humans.
We just have easier
love dark
access
shit.
to it now.
Yeah, we love dark shit. Everybody fucking loves it, no matter what you think you don't like. You actually do like it. Human nature shit.
Why is that of the human nature and psyche? Like,
No, it's a real thing, man.
the darker it is, the more we're attracted
It's
to
like,
it.
you know?
We like, I mean, same reason we like blues music. It's just, this is worse than my life right now. So I feel a little bit better about my place or myself.
It's like when you get a tornado warning, you're like, man, I don't want to be affected, but I wonder what this thing's going to do.
No. I'm just like, fuck a tornado.
I don't know. After the 2011 one, but when I was a kid, when I watched that thing turn 3 blocks in front of me and go the opposite direction when I knew I was dying, I was like, oh, I'm dead.
So, okay, so
Big
I didn't
time.
realize you were a part of that. I didn't realize you were a part of that. Like, all 4 of us at this table experienced that fucker.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
It was
bro.
bad, and you got it the worst.
It picked my ass up and set it back down, and
I remember you was right there on the strip right there.
Behind the
His
hospital.
house kind of like disappeared.
I was right down by Central High School.
Half of his house was left.
Oh, you were right by me then. Okay, so okay.
It was bad.
Me and Grant were far enough to know or to see it from the backyard and see like,
Oh, yeah.
that motherfucker tearing some shit
It
up.
came in
It's shit
between where
flying.
you guys were and where we were.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it-
right in between.
It is shit
Yeah.
flying everywhere.
I was
Like,
over
what
by
the
DCH,
fuck?
so like
Yeah.
the railroad. So like,
No,
so it's
truck
crazy.
was
It was
gone.
like, yeah. So
Shit
it's like,
was nuts.
so my neighborhood, it was those old military houses that they turned into rentals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it had all those big ass fucking trees. Every single one of them bitches were gone. And then like
all
my
the
house,
houses
like
were
the
gone.
first 3 houses, which thankfully I was one of them.
Yeah.
And then the rest were gone.
Yeah.
Like gone.
So if anybody's lost what we're talking about, there's a big ass tornado that came through Tuscaloosa, Alabama in
Should have been an
2011.
F5.
Yeah.
I think it was probably an F8. It was like that shit was off the Richter scale, bro. I witnessed this motherfucker birth 3 tornadoes while I was watching it.
Yeah.
Like this huge ass tornado birthed like 3 tiny tornadoes. And at that moment, I was like, I probably should go inside. Probably should go in the house.
I still love Grant's version that I've heard years later. It's where it's like the Three Stooges peeking their head out the window and the door, and they're like, "We gotta get inside."
Like, we got pulled physically inside, or like very strongly verbally told to come inside because we were just like, bro, like, oh shit, like,
Oh man,
what is this? This is crazy. Like, not even thinking about like, what's actually the aftermath.
Yeah,
and then in that moment, it was like, this is the biggest shit I will ever see in my life.
Yeah.
Like, the tornado was as big as your eyes could see in the sky.
It was a
Like,
mile.
The sky was
mile and
just
a half, something
tornado.
like that.
Yeah,
Mile
it was
and a half
mile
wide.
and a half
That
wide.
shit was nuts, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of my really good buddies is from the Republic of Congo, and he was living in Alberta at the time.
Alberta got fucked.
And he was sitting in his bathtub with two other dudes, and he said that he looked up and they were in the middle of the tornado, and it was just the wall behind them, the toilet, and the bathtub they were sitting in, and they look up and they just see bricks and like Tupperware and plates and stuff
Dude,
flying around.
I
and
fucking
he
believe
said,
it.
He said, I looked up and I said, please God, do not let me die in a bathtub with two other men.
Yeah, straight up. That's good shit.
Yeah, Justin and I tried to go over to Lee's neighborhood to check on him, and
Y'all physically couldn't get there.
the Coast Guard was there by that time.
Oh no,
It wasn't the
they
Coast
had,
Guard, it was the National Guard.
yeah, that National
Oh,
Guard.
sorry, yeah, the
they had
National
that
Guard
chitty
was
chitty
there by
bang
that
bang ready, bro.
yeah.
M16's ready to go, son. It was martial law. In the next
Oh, yeah.
like 24 hours, it's martial law.
No, it wasn't even 24. They dispatched. So,
I'm saying for the next 24. Like
They-
after that storm,
No, it was days.
They should have
They had
quarantined
them for
Tuscaloosa big time.
days.
there was gunshots every night. But
Yeah.
it was like a war zone for like
It
at least
was
a week.
legit martial law. So
Yeah, my car got fucked up. I had to walk to work through all that shit for like
Tuscaloosa-
2-3 months, bro.
So Tuscaloosa
back in the day.
actually, I don't know if it's Tuscaloosa or Northport. They actually house a National Guard unit.
Yeah,
That's
they,
in
they
Northport.
deployed quick. They were there.
deployed, like,
Northport,
boom.
hours.
Yeah, they were there right there in it, like straight up.
Because
Which salute to y'all for doing that. Because if not, there would have been a lot more violence and a lot more bodies in the street, bro. Because motherfuckers were ready to loot.
Well, I mean, then there was like
bad, man.
over in Alberta, like what I said, that place was one of the hardest hit places, and I set up camp out there. But we were out there like cutting down some, like chainsawing some trees and stuff, and there was a lady that lived a couple houses down from where we started. She was talking about how someone had gone into the house a couple houses down from her and was shot the night before because somebody had recorded a sound of a baby crying and put it in the house. And people were coming in and they were fucking,
fuck those people.
right?
Fuck
And they
those
were
people.
robbing them or killing them.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck those
That's
people.
crazy. Well, we took a nice little turn into natural disasters. But yes, this has been Tweener number 2, sleepwalking.
Hey,
And killing motherfuckers. Watch out out here. Or, just have the proper precautions. Google it. I don't know.
need a hit on somebody? Just let me come sleep with them. I'm in.
Phrasing. Anyway, so we hope y'all are doing well out there. Hope y'all had a great weekend, a great week. Keep listening. Give us that 5-star review. Give us that thumbs up. You can always support us at anchor.fm/friends, facts, and fiction. You can hit us up with email with ideas for new subjects to cover at friends.facts.fiction@gmail.com. Again, I'm Justin Hammonds, and I'm saying love, live life, because it's worth living, y'all.
And I'm Drew Shellnut, and I'm saying stay home and make a kindness and difference.
Word.
Grant Bramlett here. That was really good, Drew.
Appreciate that.
Full circle.
Because I have to. If you sleepwalk or sleep talk, I've always loved you because that has been a part of my life. You know what I mean? In a weird way. But if you use that as a bullshit ass defense to hurt your friends and your goddamn family, I never liked you. Not even a little bit. God damn it! Like if you are walking out of that courthouse, a free man or woman, knowing full well
That you just
that you
killed,
have
slaughtered a
full
motherfucker.
memory of all of that bullshit, fuck you. Big time.
Capital F on that. Lee?
He kind of stole mine a little bit on that one because I was going to call bullshit on fakers. But all you fakers, I hope purgatory fucks you. Just going to say it.
That's true. Yeah. It's almost worse than hell if you think about
Yeah,
it.
purgatory. 1,000 lives over and over again for the rest of eternity.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
fuck you.
that is kinda-
Anyway,
It's either burn or fly, bro.
Also, I hate spiders. Fuck spiders.
Yeah. True that. I agree. I would say we have one more tweener coming, and then we back up in this thing. Y'all stick with us. We love y'all. This has been a podcast called Friends, Facts, and Fiction, and we out.
Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for the next installment. Find us on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on all things Friends, Facts, and Fiction. Our Instagram handle is friends_facts_fiction. As always, please reach out to us. You can send any of your questions, praise, and fact-checking to friends_facts_fiction@gmail.com. It's important to us to only propagate the truth, and we'll correct any errors we may have made. Your hosts and researchers are Justin Hammonds, Grant Bramlett, and Drew Shellnut. Our episodes are produced by Grant Bramlett. Additional producership provided by Grace Higgs. Our recording engineer is Grant Bramlett. Our editor, mix, and mastering audio engineer is Jeremy Mulder. Lighting design is provided by Justin Hammond. This has been a production of Friends, Facts, and Fiction.
Yeah.
Hot
You know
dogs.
that thing has been sitting there 3 months.
Oh, they just,
right. Don't
oh,
care.
those little tornado joints, bro.
The taquito looking dills.
Bro,
Yes.
I have shit my brains out, but while I was eating it, fantastic. The culinary dream of America.
Man,
and
you
then
get so hungry.
40 minutes later,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I did eat. Ah, shit. It's like that gas station pizza I used to eat every day, every Monday.
Yeah. Got
oh
those.
yeah, every
Yeah.
Monday I used to smack a
Yeah,
gas
you
station
did.
pizza. Anyway,